Welcome to Ingredient Insiders. I'm John Magazzino.
And I'm Andrea Parkins.
Thanks for watching this clip of our interview with Chef Amanda Freitag.
For the full episode, find us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Links in the description below. Were you like, this is crazy, like I'm doing, was it natural feeling to do TV? Or were you just...
No, not at first. Yeah. Not at first. After many years, I mean, because competition still rattles me. It's still not something I'm comfortable with. Yeah. Yes, I work well under pressure, so that's why it's good for me.
It doesn't come off like that. You seem...
I'm dying
like
inside.
Cool. Okay.
Dying. If there was a heart monitor on me, doctors would pull me out of that kitchen. It is not good. So anyway, yeah, don't let them see you sweat.
Yeah.
I just got comfortable with TV, I think, through the Chopped process because we became such a family. And then it made so much sense to me because I think of the cameramen as the line cooks, the director and the executive producer, like the chef and the sous chef. You know, I really notice how similar it is to kitchens, production teams. And then you all make something together under pressure. You put it out there and they're like, oh, are people going to like it? And if they do, you do more. And it's like the same exact thing as restaurants. So, you know, after so many years, we're a family. So I feel comfortable now and I get excited to do it still. And all the hair and makeup and stuff is fun. You know, I used to wash my face in kitchens with hand soap. I never wore makeup. I never did my hair. Like, this is so exciting. It's like a wedding every day you go onto a TV set.
It is.
And you're closing in on 1,000 episodes.
We're closing in on 1,000 episodes, and we've done some really cool themes. Some of them I thought, oh, did we jump the shark here? And then, again, we put it out there, and people love it.
Yeah. Who comes up with the ingredients?
Sarah Hornby, our culinary producer.
She'll text me sometimes and say, like, do you have this? And I'm like, this must be for Chopped.
Yes.
Some obscure thing.
Yes. And she's been doing it for so long. And she has a team that's incredible. So sometimes they actually make the ingredients. Like we were talking about her recreating the Dubai chocolate bar. She's made a mashed potato cake that looked like a wedding cake in tears. You know, like anything you can think of, they've made it or sourced it. And then, you know, for a while, if we were traveling, the judges, she'd say, you see something, take a picture, send it to me. I need ideas. And she's got spreadsheets everywhere to make sure she's not repeating combinations. Sure. Obviously, there's ingredient repeats. I mean, this is 1,000 episodes. But what I don't think people know, viewers know, is the culinary team, they make the basket. They'll take the basket and they'll cook something from it, just to make sure you can do it. It's not just willy-nilly, right? We're not just trying to sabotage the chefs. Right. And then they'll watch the rounds. And I'll always go to Sarah and I'll be like, did they make what you thought they were going to make? And she's like, nope. Like, it just goes to show you there's infinite possibilities of what you could make. So it's fun.
Kind of like today's ingredient.
Yes.
Which I love the fact that we asked, what do you want to talk about on an Ingredient Insiders? We always talk about a specific ingredient. And you said...
eggs.
One of something near and dear to my heart. Andrew, you a big egg fan?
Oh, yeah. Big time. I mean, I'm surprised we're almost at 100 episodes and we've never talked about eggs. Like foundational. So when you said it, I was like, yeah, we're doing it.
I can't believe it.
About eggs?
Well, I'm old enough to remember the logo for the egg, the incredible edible egg.
Me too.
So whenever I think about it, I'm like, it is. There's nothing that can do as much as an egg. Honestly, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And you relating to Chopped, you know how many times we've had 1,000-year-old eggs in the basket?
Yeah. What exactly is a 1,000-year-old egg?
It's an egg that's been like buried and fermented. I don't know for how long. I don't think it's 1,000 years. Yeah. And then the white part becomes this like black jelly. And the inside is sort of like this chalky sulfur-like substance. Yeah. And in some cultures, it's a delicacy. Yeah.
Has any chef done anything
to make it good?
To make it good that you remember?
I don't remember. I don't. There's some ingredients that I try to put away and not think about again that I've eaten.
Do you guys have favorite egg besides being an ingredient in a composed dishes. Like, do you have favorite ways to enjoy your
100%.
eggs?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I also like, okay, so I'm old school. I went to the Culinary Institute of America back in the day when there were no American instructors. It was only French and Swiss and German.
Yep.
And the test of a true chef was if you could make an omelet.
Make an omelet.
Yep.
So that's how it starts.
Yep.
That's how your career starts. You have to make the perfect omelet. So eggs, we had something called pantry. It was 14 days of breakfast, essentially. So you learned how to make eggs every single style you could imagine, things that you've never even heard of or never want to eat again. Right. And so that was foundational. And then, of course, we can talk about baking until we're blue in the face with eggs and souffles. And it's just, to me, if you have nothing else, if you have eggs, you can do anything. So I worked a million brunches in my life. I will never go out to brunch. I will cook eggs at home. Yeah. Always.
What's your way?
I'm a scrambled girl.
Yeah?
I put everything in a scramble.
Soft scramble?
Soft scramble.
Okay.
No color ever.
Yeah.
Feta, tomato, quinoa, spinach, hot peppers, you name it, it's going in the scramble. But I also like, when I'm taking my time and I have a minute, I'll put together an omelet. Yeah. It's just the best. Mm-hmm. It's the best. So, it starts with breakfast.
I'm a frittata lover too.
Yeah. Oh, I love frittatas.
Right?
Yes.
It's like good breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Yes.
Yes.
Hot, cold.
Do you like quiche?
Sure.
Well, then you're getting into doughs.
Yeah, then you're getting into...
You're getting complicated.
It is complex.
It is. But for me, that's like the richness, the butteriness.
Mm-hmm. What about just like the egg salad sandwich?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, yes. Which has become, again,
a thing.
The sando.
Right.
And it blows my mind sometimes what food items get popular through influencers. Mm-hmm. And it's different because it's popular in Asian countries, but it's an egg salad sandwich.
Right? I feel that that's partly an Anthony Bourdain brought it to the public's attention. Like you go to 7-Eleven or Lawson's in Tokyo
Japan,
or in Japan, anywhere in Japan, and you heard it, and I'm sure you've been to Japan. It's like, you got to go and try that sandwich. And I don't know what crack is in there, but it's amazing.
There's probably some kind of MSG, fermented fish powder.
The Kewpie mayonnaise.
The Kewpie mayonnaise. Yes, the bread. Yeah, it is. It's simple ingredients done well. So yes, an egg salad sandwich, a hard-boiled egg, honestly.
In all of its stages.
Yes.
And we could have this room full of chefs, and every single one of them will tell you their way of cooking a hard-boiled egg. And it's all different.
Yeah.
It's all different. Diane Forley from Verbena taught me my way. And I'll tell some people, and they're like, no way. Because she boils the water first, lowers the eggs in, does it for 11 minutes, shocks them, and everybody's like, no, you start in cold water.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your hard-boiled egg method?
How Diane taught me is how I do it, because it's easier to peel. I feel like there's something that happens when you lower the eggs into the already simmering water that kind of separates the skin, the peel from the flesh. That's just my idea. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on the egg.
I've always heard that like older eggs are easy to peel, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know. I've never heard that. But I start like cold,
Dan
bring
Barber
it to a
told me that
boil.
once, and I go to the supermarket and try to find like eggs that like seem to have a short expiration date.
Good luck
John's
now.
looking for eggs
at all.
Good luck period, right?
You think you're the only person who looks for old eggs?
Why, do you look for old eggs?
No, you want the freshest eggs.
I know. I'm in there looking for the easy peel.
She wants one straight from the chicken.
Eggs.
Yes, I want it like chicken.
I'm looking for the 1,000-year-old easy peel.
You can have the 1,000. I'll have
Come
the fresh.
to the chop set. We have plenty of them. Which we've also had every kind of egg on the chopped set too. We've had ostrich egg, duck eggs, quail eggs, obviously. The ostrich egg is the most fun.
It's huge.
You need like a sod. How do you open those?
We give the chefs like a hammer and
like a chisel,
a big nail, that you have to break it down that way. And it's I think, what's the stats on that? A dozen eggs, equivalent of a dozen.
Is it good? Does it taste like an egg?
It tastes like a chicken egg. It really does.
Okay.
But it is dramatic.
They kind of freak me out, big, giant, even duck eggs a little bit.
I remember when I worked on, I was an intern at Food Network, and I worked on Iron Chef. And at the end of the show, I worked on the first 3 seasons of Chopped with Sarah. That's how I know her. Oh. But at the end of Iron Chef, they clean out the pantry. And like they tell you, bring tote bags, whatever. Yeah. I took an ostrich egg home because I was like...
Were you?
I was like, I had just graduated culinary school. I wanted to play with it or whatever. And like me and my roommate, we were like just sitting there like, I'm like, what are we going to do with this thing? And we just made like, scrambled eggs or whatever. Right. What else are you going to do? But
for the whole building.
Correct. Yes. But it is intimidating.
They just freak me out. I don't know why. And I love...
Because it seems so unnatural.
Yeah,
right. That many... eggs inside of one shell.
Too much white, too much, like something weird about it.
Yeah, it is pretty odd.
I don't think I've ever had an ostrich egg. They taste like eggs.
They taste like eggs.
Yeah.
They do. But it is really something that's special. Like really is a magical thing, and anybody who's ever been on a diet knows, you eat the whites.
Yep.
That's it. The yolk is the fat. Mm-hmm. We emulsify with the yolk on anything, vinaigrettes, mayonnaise, anything, Caesar dressings, and then the whites can do anything. Like it really is. I know I sound like a geeky chef, but like think about what you can do when you just separate them.
Meringue,
right?
Yeah.
Pavlovas, meringues, egg white frittata I make. I'll tell you how I do it. Offline. No, I'm just kidding. And then souffles, which we've done on our Instagram series, Easy AF, when people are like, that's not easy, but it actually is. It actually is so much easier than you think.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Ingredient Insiders.
You can find the products we discussed on today's episode at chefswarehouse.com or your favorite specialty retailer.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Ingredient Insiders and Chef's Warehouse at Where Chefs Shop.